can't handle the truth. Truth.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Truth, the New Minority. You know who we are. That's Lou. I'm Don. You can, if you forget, just look at the top of the screen. It's right there.
Yeah. Happy opening day for the Orioles. You know, good win, doubleheader. Seems like we up. You know what I'm saying? My man's a Yankees fan here, so
All day.
he was from the what's happening, dude? To get off the stoop type.
Yeah. So y'all won both games today?
Well, I haven't seen last time. Last time I saw it was like at the bottom of the sixth when we was up.
Okay.
So it was like, they doing their thing.
Well, do your thing.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not the Yankees, but you know.
I mean, yeah, because the Yankees buy their team every year, so it don't matter.
Hey, when you got it, spend it.
Okay, look, but who made the Yankee hat famous?
Jay. More famous than the Yankees did. All right, so we're going to talk about something tonight that I'm sure a lot of people have talked about amongst themselves. But let's talk about the truth behind the sagging pants, because I think the sagging pants are just getting a little too out of control.
Let me ask you a question. Is it the pants or the shiesties?
They hand in hand now. God daggone boys walking around in hot weather with shiesty on. I already know you up to no good.
Yeah.
So the sagging pants, right? Mm-hmm. There was two parts of the sagging pants. It started off with when the guys first got arrested, the jailers would take their belt and their shoelaces, so they wouldn't hang themselves. So that's why they had, back in the days of Run DMC, my Adidas is why they used to have the Adidas with no shoelaces in them, because the guys was used to getting locked up. Fast forward, okay, so let's say you get locked up, now you got to do time. They put you in a jumpsuit, you ain't got to worry about no belt, so nothing can sag at that point. Shoelaces, they
but
now
prior to the jumps though, they had the denim jeans, didn't they? Didn't they have jeans?
They had like the damn near nursing suits or whatever, like the hell you call it, what the hell the nurses wear, the
They didn't have khakis?
Nah, that was on the West Coast.
Okay.
That was on the West Coast. They had khakis. On the East Coast,
I think I've been in like and I think I've seen some dudes run around in like the denim, the blue up here this way, like the blue jeans and whatever. But here it's like you can wear your own clothes at a certain point sometimes.
Once they send you off to the sentence floors inside the jail, and I don't know this because I've been to jail. I used to be a correction officer. That's how I know this. Don't be sitting there judging me.
Then he's been to jail.
All right, maybe once or twice, but it was all right. But see, when I got arrested, because I was never sentenced to anything, I was just in and out. They never took my shoelaces or my belt.
Okay.
So I guess they figured, hang yourself if you want to, motherfucker. And then, so once you got into the prison system, the guys would actually take their jumpsuits and tie it around their waist so they could sag the jumpsuit. Now those guys are they looking for something.
Is it like the dude that the dude that got let out of jail? What's his name? The one from Boondocks? Chris Handsome. I see you and I want you.
Yeah, they
the booty bandit. That's his name.
They looking to see if they got any takers, basically. So the sagging pants carries a double meaning. It's either you've been to jail. Of course, that's where it originated. Now it's a fashion thing, and I don't understand how it's fashionable.
Well, let me ask you a question. I thought, me personally, I really don't see sagging pants until I seen the Woo.
Nah, way before the Woo.
Nah, I'm just saying when I saw it. It might have originated, but like I never been to jail.
Nah, definitely before
the Woo.
But
I thought when the Woo came out, I'm thinking it came out of NYC.
No. Sagging pants, it became a part of hip hop.
Yeah, when
from New York.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it was, it was part of the penal system.
Pino. Okay, all right.
But yeah, it's definitely to a point where everybody started doing it to kind of go against the grain. That's the same reason the guys are wearing the shiesties now. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing it to go against the grain, or the young men and women who walk around in the summertime with hoodies on.
Listen, I got a teenager. It'll be 400 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
He got on a hoodie. I said, wait a minute.
And shorts.
No, we got on a whole joint with but he got on some Crocs.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, you making me hot. But the dudes with the shiesties, man, they up. Listen, there's no reason why you should be walking up and down the street with a ski mask on.
Nah, not unless you up to no good.
Well, I heard DC outlawed them. That's what I'm hearing. They like, you get caught with
It's
shiesty
about
on.
time. And I don't clap it up for much things about DC, but I'll clap it up about that shit.
But if you coming out, any man or woman, I think I was talking to my man Mitch, and he said he was in Mondawmin, and his nephew rolled up on him with the Pooh Shiesty on him, right? And Mitch said he looked at him because he's like, yo, what's up? And Mitch said he dropped his bag, and he's like, yo, what's up? And he went like this, yo, what's your nephew? Mitch said he was mad the rest of the time because that could have ended up bad.
Real bad.
You feel what I'm saying? It could end up bad. There's no reason you should be going in a store or bank. Imagine coming out the bank machine at night and a dude got a shiesty on. He may be going to use it.
I'm a reach. I'm a reach.
Look like some bullshit ready to happen.
We'll settle it up later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and reach.
Yeah.
Cause they know I was getting in my car on the block, and like 3 dudes was walking with the shiesties. First of all, what are they? Because I just call them shiesty. What do you call them?
So Pooh Shiesty. Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty.
No, they shiesty. They ski masks. You know, they basically ski mask, robbery masks. You know, the whole joint. Remember Pooh Shiesty, the rapper? That's how. Well, the new generation dudes.
Who the hell is
His
Pooh
name is
Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty. Google it. Google Pooh Shiesty.
I'm gonna have to look up who the hell is.
So
Pooh
he
Shiesty.
did some. He was shiesty.
Okay.
His name was Pooh Shiesty. He did some dirt. If you look him up, he in the street, the robberies and all that old stuff. So henceforth, the Pooh Shiesty.
Now y'all learned the truth about Pooh Shiesty, because I ain't know where that damn phrase came from. Pooh Shiesty. I was like, what is a Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty.
I just called it a shiesty.
There you go, Pooh Shiesty. See the mask?
Ah, he actually
got a Pooh Shiesty.
He actually wore the mask.
Right. That's right.
You learn something every damn day.
Guess how old he is?
How?
25.
Oh.
Guess where he at right now?
Where?
I think he's still in jail.
Oh, well, you know, I bet you he ain't got on the Pooh Shiesty in jail.
He just Pooh in there because Shiesty ain't in it. You know what I'm saying?
See, you learn something every day, and all you gotta do is look it up. You just research it.
And on top of that, and watching these drill rappers out of Chicago.
Drill rap
is a killer. And I mean, I ain't even being funny. These dudes are killing each other over.
And then rapping about it. As if the police don't listen to rap music.
No, bro.
They are sitting there rapping about how they kill somebody, and then they go, well, you can't use my rap lyrics in my court case.
So, King Von, they got a documentary out about it. I watched it in awe. That dude could be that murderous at that young age.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a couple here, you know, in the city. You know, these dudes were just straight killers. But you're like, yo, how do you, like, you got to be a cold dude to drop body at the body at the body and not.
There was one out of, I want to say it was out of Chicago, and they literally called him a serial killer. Like they was like, he's dropped that many bodies. Was it King Von?
King Von.
Oh shit! See,
the dude had rap skills. To me, he was better than Lil Durk, but he told a story that would have you like, hold up, this dude did what? You know, so you sitting there kind of, a murderous dude. He's just a murderous dude.
Like, how do you get away with doing shit like that and then rapping about it?
I think it takes and I'm gonna say society and environment. The kids that grew up in some of these environments, they're numb. Yeah, and they're so used to seeing it. Let's say we lived in O Block. It's supposed to be. I don't know. I never
Old
been
Block
there.
Old Block is crazy. Yeah.
Not you ain't even gotta say Oblak. You can say you came from East Baltimore in the 80s and 90s.
New York.
You get
80s,
your,
90s,
you go over there and get
2000s,
you can see something.
2010s, 2020s. So if you came from New York, period.
But now in this new age, yo, these dudes, it don't matter what hood you in, they letting off like it's nothing to it.
And honestly,
I don't care what major city you in. You go to the hood, or maybe not even the hood. These dudes is reckless with the guns.
Yeah. Because they're too accessible. If you can easily access a gun, and now they got the ghost gun, so
You know what a YN is, right?
yeah. I found that out.
Last night?
Look, nah. It was actually a few weeks ago. Found out what a YN was.
So the YNs, the poo shiesties, the guns, the violence, and the YNs drive the violence.
It's because, and we can blame it on a lot of different things, but that's just part of going against the grain at this point. And they are so caught up on, if I get in the beef with somebody, let me go ahead and end it. And they don't want to fight it out and then just be done with it, or fight it out and then come back and fight the next day. They would rather go ahead and just grab the gun, shoot off. But then you spend the rest of your life in prison.
And I tell, people, it's people that want handguns, I need a gun, bop. I sit there and tell people they don't understand the ramifications of letting off at somebody, shooting at somebody. You miss them and hit somebody. It's a whole lot that go with that.
It's not that simple. Like so first of all, anytime you have a gun in your possession, you have the ability to take somebody's life, or somebody could take your life. Because it's all about who pulls first. I don't care how big your gun is. I don't care what you do. Or wait, we on YouTube. Are we not allowed to say that the guns in pew pew?
Pew pew. Yeah.
Goddamn gun.
Pew pew.
All the shit that I see on YouTube, the least y'all gotta worry about is the word gun.
But here's my biggest problem with I don't mind people having guns. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a God-given right to have a gun.
Yeah.
My thing is
not God-given. It's a U.S. given right, but
I'm with you. But the thing is now, and it's not an exclusive thing. It's a smart thing. Like people with mental health should not be having guns. So when you go around out here and you decide you're gonna take certain rules out, give everybody a gun. So that this dude right here that's on 7 types of medication,
right,
can now have a gun legally. Are you crazy? Because you have to have a certain rationale, to have certain thought process. Because you got to think everything through when it comes to this gun. Everything.
Because once you pull it, there's no pull it and scare somebody. And not like once you pull it, you got to shoot it. And are you ready for the ramifications behind that? Like I watch like First 48 and all of that, and I be seeing some of these dudes go to prison for life over the dumbest thing. And I'm like, that's your rest of your life, or at least 40 years, for you to be sitting in there, and you got to be sitting and looking at Bubba for the next 40 years.
Think about the dude complimented the girl on tattoos. He goes 0 to 100 and murdered the dick.
0 to life sentence. 0 to life.
He got life. And as a case, anybody can find it, he got life, and it's like, what?
Here's the crazy thing.
Over a compliment? Nice tattoo.
Here's the crazy thing. Guess what? The next person, while he locked up, the next person that compliments her tattoo gonna be smashing. so he just,
it is what it is.
He gonna do life, cause she gonna take his phone calls. She gonna take the phone calls. And she gonna tell him, "Oh no, I'm here for you." For 40 years? Nah, shorty, you're not about to do his bid with him.
You wake up with men, you go to sleep with men.
Yep.
There ain't nothing cool about that. You can't go downstairs, get you a warm glass of milk. You can't get an apple.
Let me tell you.
And they show all these dudes with the commissary. They got all the commissary. They eat good. I was like, yo, y'all missing a whole lot. And it's one word: freedom.
Yeah. No, it's a couple of words: freedom, sex. Well, you can get sex, that's y'all business. But you're missing out on some things For what? Because somebody complimented his girl tattoo. Are you freaking serious?
Yo, it's
His life is done. And guess what?
2 lives raw, 1 dead, him in jail.
And she's doing well.
She's doing what? She's doing who or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing you can do is listen to the phone.
Right.
Good.
And she gonna, while the guy is sitting inside her apartment, she gonna take this phone call.
Yeah.
She gonna be talking to him. As soon as you hang up.
You remember that scene from Friday that nobody really gets? When she's in the bed talking to Ice Cube, and it's a dude laid right beside her in the back. Nobody notices that scene. I'm like, that's how it's gonna go. What you mean? He said, where was you at last night? Whole dude right there. So
I guess the bottom line is grow the fuck up, y'all. Like, come on. You can't give up your whole life. Because here's the thing. Like I said, dude woke up on me with a shiesty. I'm looking to pull. I don't know what you got. I don't know what's on your mind.
We 50 plus.
Yeah.
Why it scared me?
Because they ain't got no respect for shit.
Because they don't care about life.
Nothing.
They don't care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? I did a job for 20 plus, still again, this probably, and I was working in certain parts of this city that make your hair stand up on the back. These dudes right here, these YNs is something else, man. You gotta stay. You can't, like the other day. There was the people at the restaurant trying to get something to eat. They hit 3 dudes around the corner. They also hit the innocent people trying to get some food from the restaurant.
When I worked inside when I worked in the prison, right? So they had a whole separate dorm just for cats that was 18 to 25 because the older dudes was like, yo, I don't want to be around them.
Right, the mentality.
You had lifers who were like, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is my home for the rest of my life. I don't want to be around them.
Well, they're going to push their buttons.
And then they got to do something, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because life, a lot of people don't realize life doesn't mean the rest of your life. Just depending on how old you are. 40 years is life.
So here's how I break down. 40 years, you ain't coming out. That's it. That's it.
Well,
but if you get 25,
if somebody's 18 years old and get 40 years, they're coming out when they're 58, but they're coming out.
Yeah, but this is how the judges do it. You do the 25. 25 is life. Plus the handgun, we're going to give you another 10. Plus some other crazy numbers. So they run your numbers up to like 60 years. And then they don't say concurrent. They say consecutive.
Consecutive, yeah.
That ensures that you'll never walk the street again. So when you start looking at them numbers, when you get them football numbers, the lineman numbers, 6s, 7-2s, and all that, it's crazy. So that's what my man worked in the corrections. He did the thing, and he said they had to, when the young dudes go get them long stretches of time, they had to put them on suicide watch.
Yeah.
It's like, 'cause it don't sink in. I mean, you in court. You 23 and the dude give you 80 years.
I was working one night, so the bus comes in, and everybody's hard on the street because you got a gun. When the bars slam behind you, you ain't quite as hard. So the bus comes in. It's about let's say it's about 5 YNs on there, and they walking off, and they got to try to play tough because they already know you with the big boys now. Man, I had worked a double. It was about 2:00 in the morning. I guess the dude woke up in the middle of the night, climbed out of his bunk and saw them bars and just started screaming because the realization just hit him that you can't just get up and walk around. You can't get up and go do nothing. You are in a 9x9. You know what I'm saying? And he started screaming, and I went down there screaming for it. He's like, I need to get out of here. I was like, nah, bro. This is it for you.
It's the end of, how much time did he have?
He had 17 years. And he was only 19 years old.
How much he had to do in that half?
No. It was a gun charge. So in Kentucky, gun charge is 85%.
Oh, yeah. Damn,
yeah, he had to do it. He had to do it.
So we had to do at least 12.
Yeah, he had to do it. And then, God forbid he get into any more trouble while in there, because all we got is a correction officer. We got a pen. We take away that good time.
Right.
So we turn that 85 into a 90. Turn that 90 into a 97. And then eventually they'll chill and be like, so every time I yell at you, I'm going to lose good time. Damn right. And you're going to spend more time in here with me.
So then you got to give it back.
Right. So, yeah, like I don't know why. I don't know why they think that prison is the it,
Listen, man.
or because a lot of dudes like now I've seen some dudes that get in prison and just live it up, and they cool with it.
And you know why that is, huh? Because guess what? They getting 3 hots in the cot.
They got 3 hots.
They ain't got to worry about their
direct
mother.
TV. Their family sending them commissary.
Yeah, and they living it up. That's probably the best they ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this is the best I ever lived.
But there's I don't think I can't think of anything worse than having all of my freedoms taken away from me.
Man, listen. I felt that wrath one summer. I was punished from the end of school to the beginning of school. And I'm in my room. The only thing I could do was go to church.
Damn.
So I had to.
And they made you go to church. That's like a double punishment.
And I wasn't going to all 3 services, so I was like, after the first service, I'm back in the stuff solid. No TV. All I had was books.
Damn. What you do? Smack your mama?
No.
God dang, son.
I smashed my mom. We would be having this conversation. And you would have never known me because I'd have been dead.
Took your whole summer?
Yeah, I forged her name on the report card.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, she taught me a little that, taught me. And my father would usually be like, yeah, I'm going to talk to your mother, highlight it. Yeah, my mom was like, don't even try it. You're going to ride this time. Boy, listen, man, even, you in a house for...
You looking out the window watching everybody having fun.
Basically 90 days you in the house. You want a house arrest.
Yeah, 3 months.
That's a
3 months is a
house
long
arrest.
time. Man.
Don't nobody come to the door. Don't you open the door. Don't look out the window.
But that's the crazy thing is exactly how you just described it is exactly how those dudes be when they lie there. They're looking out the window. They watching people walk down the street, walk past the jail. And they're sitting there literally watching people's lives continue while their lives have to pause.
Yeah.
Like I got one of my mans, he had to do 25. Like when he went in, there was no such thing as a smartphone. Like he came out and had to relearn all of this stuff, like smartphones, Facebook. Like he was on Facebook constantly. I'm like, all right, come on, son. I've had Facebook since it came out. Like it's not nothing new to me. Stop sending me pictures. Stop sending me videos and
time, stop.
It does.
Think about if you go in jail,
No, I don't want to think about it.
I mean, think about it. You go in jail, they would have 8 tracks. You come out with your iPods. That's a big freaking jump, son.
You done missed the 12-inch vinyl. You done missed the CD, the cassettes, everything.
When you went in, cars was bouncing on lead. You know what I'm saying? Gas was.
You go to the gas station now.
Funny, though. It ain't funny. It's sad.
No, it's funny because guess what?
It depends on what you did.
I didn't go through it, so it's funny to me.
I mean, listen, dog. I don't even want to think about it. I said, I know when we stepped in that joint, I was like, to drop off some peoples in that big door, the door the size. If you ever seen The Price is Right, when they do the safe cracker joint, that's how big that door is.
That first door when they first go in. Once they walk everybody in.
And then you in there with the inmates. There's officers over by you, the officers over here, and you see them dudes walking around like what they call trustees and whatnot. Like, I'm like, yeah. I've never felt more disconnected from the world
than when that
door shut, because we had to drop somebody off at the DVD. You know what I'm saying? And they shut that door. I've never felt that kind of disconnect.
Let me tell you, working in the prison system, you literally felt like you were locked up.
Yeah, because you're doing time with them.
Because you can't just walk and open the gate and walk out. You still got to yell for somebody in the control booth to open the gate for you. And if they're not paying attention, you're like, wait, okay, open the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because your anxiety kicking in.
Yeah, open the gate. It's crazy. And when I used to, so the most humiliating thing is when they first get there, right? You gotta go through the strip center.
Yeah.
And I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, "Nah, it's not like that." And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, that's exactly how it is." You are standing elbow to elbow with naked dudes, and you got to sit there and you got to bend over, spread your ass cheeks, and give 2 good coughs. And they are not joking when they say 2 good coughs. You got to squat down and do 2 good coughs because they want to make sure you ain't bringing nothing into the system. That's humiliating.
Yeah.
elbow to elbow with naked dudes? Nah, and then that's basically setting you up for how you gonna live while you there. Because when you take a shower, guess what? You elbow to elbow with naked dudes.
I do applaud the ones that came out that never went back. For whatever you did, you came out, you decided that you never did, you ain't going back in there. Hey, I applaud you. But the ones on the recidivist list that like the repeat offense, after the first time you ain't learned, I don't care what happened. You go in and come out, it's of no choice to me because obviously you like it.
Let me tell you, there was this guy who used to he would get out, he would only do enough crime that he would only have to do 9 months.
Because the seasons.
Yeah, so he would get out in the summertime. You would always walk past him, nigga sleeping on the bench, drinking his liquor, whatever. September, October roll around, oh, he right back up in there. Because he need that 3 hots in the cot.
It's about the weather.
Yeah. And Nicole, you're right. They're not missing sex. They just getting it in a different way. they are not missing it. Somebody's getting it.
Well, everything and raped and rapped about it. Yeah. Vaughn was a menace. Yeah, that boy Vaughn was. Whoo.
Let me tell you.
I'm sitting there. Or they said that Nicky,
and he ended up getting killed.
Right? Yeah, he got
Vaughn
killed in Atlanta in Georgia.
Yeah.
But they said it's one that was up there worse than him to make him look like a choir boy. But we had a couple down here in B-more that was definitely some ruthless cats. They ain't here to talk about it no more either. But
they had this dude in New York back in the late 90s, early 90s, and they used to call him Babyface. And this dude would literally ride around on a bicycle and just shoot people for no good damn reason.
Yeah, you got to hold.
Just shoot them for no reason, like not beef, not shooting at other thugs. He would just shoot people for no reason. And I think they finally caught his ass. But he was. Let me tell you how brazen this dude was. He would take pictures inside the post office next to his wanted poster.
Oh, yeah, that's a different level of. Yeah, he was a loose cannon all the way around. I don't even think he was a cannon. He was a shotgun.
Yeah.
But when you talk about these things, man, it's just like it's societal to a point. Because I've always looked at it like this: like Baltimore was the heroin is probably still is, but heroin ain't it no more. If you ain't on pills or some type of form of weed, you ain't. But when we glorify the hustlers,
Yeah.
it's not good.
So,
Or how they got money. And unfortunately, they got the money off of messing up families.
yeah.
Your cousin, your aunt, and everybody like, they got nice cars, they got big chains, they got nice cars. I think they help destroy the city.
And not only that, see, they only get to see that
The
side.
glamour.
They only get to see the glamour of it. But when somebody get locked up and all of that money that they made, they never put away any money for a lawyer. So now you sitting there getting a public defender talking about, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The only person that win when you go to trial is the lawyer.
that's it.
Because either way, you're going to pay him. He going to get his. So they got all the money. So when you come out there like, yo, my lawyer got me up, but you just gave this dude 50 bands. You know what I'm saying?
And
he getting in the newest whatever, and you getting on the bus or getting in the hat to go home. I say, where's the win in that?
Somehow or another, they don't see it as a loss. And I don't understand how you don't.
First of all, after you get caught the first time, you should be done selling whatever you're selling. Because you're going to be forever on the radar.
Right. And clearly, you're not doing a good job at it because you got caught.
Right.
So you can't even do crime right. You need to go ahead and get a 9 to 5.
Listen, I got a thing. If you ain't hit the jackpot before you had 21, you just leave it alone.
I mean, I knew this dude who was doing it big. He was doing it really big. I didn't admire him, but I watched him. He was doing. You know how he got caught? He met this chick.
Set him up, huh?
She ain't set him up. She was DEA.
Ooh. Well.
And he posting around with her for months. And she was the one that slapped the cuffs on him.
Hey, it be like that.
And when you're in a situation like that, you got to watch everybody because you don't know who's out to get you.
Listen. That comes with the game.
Let me tell you, it's not a game I want to play. I'll go ahead and get up in the morning and go to work, and then come home and be good.
It could be that way, but
I may not be sitting on 60,000 a week, but I guess what? I'm also not sitting on 25 to life.
But you ain't worried about the dudes kicking your door and even looking for it, or following you home or whatever. 'Cause most working people keep their money in the bank or in a safe in the house. They ain't parading it around. They ain't sitting on. I mean, you got some flashy people out here, but most people just want to go home and mind their business.
Mind your business. And that's the thing. Like when we were younger, thank God they didn't have social media when I was in my teens and 20s. Because some of the shit that would have ended up on the damn internet, and the internet is unforgiving. It is forever.
Yeah.
You do something and they get caught on the internet, it is there forever. I don't care how hard you try to take it down. It's there forever.
Oh, MySpace. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
It's still at MySpace. Somebody still got a MySpace page. I trust and believe.
It's still out there. Black Planet's still out there.
Planet.
Just nobody don't use it.
He's like, you've got mail. It's like, what, AOL? Are you serious?
Yeah.
And I'm mad that if you even send the motherfucker AOL, I'll be mad as a bitch.
No, I know a few people who still got their AOL email address.
Is my little man still running when you give me
yeah. The email address, when you open up that you've got mail. That shit ain't go nowhere.
All right. Time for us to switch gears. We've talked about that, and that was a good subject, Don. Okay, let's talk about what's going on right now. Not that that's not current events. Let's talk about what's going to mess with our current events.
All right, so here's the thing, right? We gonna do this. We're not gonna let this motherfucker live rent free in our motherfucking heads either.
Well, he ain't listen. He don't live rent free in my head. He live rent free on TikTok.
Well, no, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. He is. Everybody's talking about. So we got to talk about.
We got to talk about. The thing we got to talk about Donald Trump is about the truth and the lies that people always want to differentiate. And I always tell people, if they post it on TikTok, they post it on Facebook, hit your Google and scroll through it because, or if you see some bootleg website, like especially Politico, they like to make Elon and them look fabulous. But if you don't actually, like I'm gonna keep saying it to them, if you don't actually go in and punch the name or whatever somebody said into that, because somebody posted something today that Donald Trump signed an executive order where you don't have to pay first month's rent. You only got to pay. You don't have to pay first month's rent and no security deposit. I was like, only thing you got to do is pay that. I'm like, yeah, all right. And when you go back and you look, right? Remember when we had COVID and they put the moratorium and all that?
See, people don't.
And people are trolls. We get it. Clickbait is all over. You know, you sit there, you be like, what? Huh? Now, that's it's two topics. One, him trying to impeach judges, which is bananas. And the House Republicans and the Democrats got together today in reference to certain members of the Republican Party posting impeach certain judges.
Like putting the judge's information out there.
In the House, you know, like that. Because Donald Trump is having a hissy fit because they're blocking him. You understand what I'm saying?
So, if let's think about this, everybody. If a judge isn't safe from this fool, what the hell made y'all think y'all was gonna be safe? If they're putting judges' information out there, if they're putting FBI agents' information out there because they helped round up all of those Jan 6 people, if they're putting the information out there, what makes everybody else think they're safe? Like, you're not safe from this knucklehead. And there's so many things I want to say, but
listen,
I can't. So I'm just gonna say, read, people,
your facts. Pay attention.
But it's too late. It's too late.
But
we got 4 years with this knucklehead. His administration.
If we, so we can primary you.
Yeah.
And then you stall half the stuff you got going on. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what the judge is doing. They're stalling it.
Yeah. So when they primary you, they permanent, like, let's say the Democrats take the House. They take the House and they got
to take the House and the Senate.
Yeah. But even if they go But see, if they get the House, then the Senate, everything, you can control what goes to the Senate.
Right, but so the reason that his first 2 impeachments didn't go through is because the Democrats had the House but not the Senate.
Right.
So he got impeached, but he never got convicted in the Senate. So we have to take the House and the Senate in 2026. And I know nobody listened to me about Project 2025 before the last election. No one listened. I talked about it till I was blue in the damn face. We have to take the House and the Senate in 2026 during that midterm election. If we can do that, he will be impeached. And guess what? Shady Vance really don't like him any damn way. He's kissing his ring because he knows that that's his only way that he's going to be part of the administration. Shady Vance got his own problems. I mean, the dude has sex with couches, so he's got his own fucking issues. But if we can impeach Trump, that'll get rid of Musk and at least give a little bit of sanity back.
Some of the things that they did, is never going to come back. But we can at least ensure some type of systematical return to some of the normalcy in the federal and the state level, that you don't have to fight this dude, who's a convicted felon, 34 counts of convictions, 34. I don't know anybody that knows anybody that actually walked in the street with 34 convictions.
Because I was watching this one dude, and he was like, "We are already into World War III. We just don't realize it yet." Mm-hmm. And that's some scary shit, because World War III is fought with nukes. So the fact that we're already into it, we beefing with Greenland, we beefing with Canada. So Canada, Germany, and the UK just canceled they're canceling their contracts with Lockheed Martin for their fighter jets, because the fighter jets that come from the US, there's a fail-safe that they can disable them from the US. So they're thinking about changing up. So basically NATO is going to be going and getting their weapons elsewhere. That's a lot of people's jobs here, because Lockheed Martin and Boeing
they do
employ a lot of people in the United States.
But did you hear he sent, was it France? No, Italy, or one of them, his DEI policy.
Who's that one?
Yeah, if they do, you need to tell, like, the Prime Minister of France, tell them, these companies, you need to file in line with my DEI.
Oh, get the fuck.
It's like, yo, wait a minute. You're the president of the United States. And they looking at him like,
he's the president of a few states.
Yeah. Actually, the dude shouldn't be allowed to lead the country because he's a felon.
Right.
He should be Zoom calling everybody. You know what I mean? He has no use for Air Force One, for real.
But if you think about it, since he's been in office, he hasn't visited any countries.
They said he went to Russia.
No, he did. He went to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
he went to Saudi.
I think he had to get a special pass to do that.
He went to Saudi. He did visit Saudi so he could meet with Putin. So Putin could spank him on the booty and tell him, "Good job, you're doing exactly what I want you to do." So
he could sell the other 2/3 of the United States to Saudi Arabia.
Right. Because he definitely sold off a bunch of the U.S.
Yeah, $5 million buy-in if you want to be a citizen.
You know, when they left the office last time, his son-in-law got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Just an investment into something that his son-in-law doesn't even have the criteria to invest in.
Which one? Byrne?
No, the hell's the dude's name? His daughter's husband. His son's dumber than him, if that's possible. I don't know about Barron. He's young, so I won't talk about him. I'll leave him out of it. Donald Jr. though, dumber than a box of fucking rocks.
Yo, how dumb you gotta be to get on the plane, go to Greenland, thinking they want to see you?
And then the whole thing was staged. They went and found people who was living underneath the bridge and put MAGA hats on their ass, talking about the people of Greenland want us there. Denmark is like, come try it.
You land on, they tell them don't leave the base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you stay here for 3 hours.
Oh, Shady Vance and his wife went over there.
Yeah, that was it.
No. So Donald went over there first. Donald Jr. went over there first.
Yeah, they went.
Shady Vance and his wife just went over there and they told her and him, we don't want you here.
Yeah, ain't no parades over there.
Ain't no parades. You're about to cause a riot. and they got right back on that
After
jet
he went
and came back over here.
Did he go to England? He was in Europe and he made that fucked up speech?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Come on, man. You telling them people how to live free. You telling them freedom is a delicacy or something crazy. I was like, wait a minute.
And he told about countries who were basically on the same level as us. They were their freedoms were the same. You're not going. It's not like you're going over to China and talking that smack, because China ain't gonna let you come over there and talk to their people. Period.
Yeah, you might not make it back.
Russia, they riding in Russia because of the damn war.
Okay.
They are riding in the streets. Now you know Putin. He'll kill you.
Yeah.
Putin ain't got no problem with killing you and shit. That he crazy. But they riding in the streets because guess what? It's their kids that's dying on the front line. Oh, peep this. If you become a prisoner of war, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say the Ukraine release you back to your country, mm-hmm. Instead of them allowing them to get out the military, they put their ass back on the front line. I just got out of prison. I just got released.
Yo, imagine that.
Imagine that. Imagine
You've been over
you
there,
a POW.
You over there eating beans and rice. You just got home to a steak and they want you to go back. Man, I'm an AWOL.
Put them back. What they're doing is they're doing just that. They're exiling themselves from the country and they're going to the nearest country and they're hiding out because they don't want to go back. Oh, who the hell wants to go back? I just escaped death. You gonna put me back on the front line? Come on.
Man, eat a baby.
but anyway, back to Trump and his merry band of ignorant asses.
The bought and paid for Republican?
Yeah. The whole Smithsonian thing.
Oh my goodness. So, in case y'all haven't been following, Trump let J.D. Vance, put him in charge of DEI for the Smithsonian, all the museums in D.C. to make sure to go through, make sure there's no DEI there.
Which is code word for anything African American.
Erase black people or brown people of color. They trying to, so basically, knowing Trump, he probably signed an executive order to shut down the African American Museum for good.
So y'all need to go ahead and visit it while it's still there and enjoy it. Which is actually really. Have you ever been there? It's a really good museum. Really, it's really a good museum. But he's doing all of this. You know what? This is his own version of clickbait. He's doing all of this just to get you to pay attention to this. And while it's sleight of hand, they moving this off. They're taking all your money. Yeah. But y'all watching and y'all going, oh my God, like they're deporting people who are citizens. And other hand is taking money out the bank and putting it in their pocket.
Yeah, yes, that's definitely true. It's the watch this hand. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing, but then something else popped up today too. The tree that Andrew Jackson planted at the White House, he wants to cut down. I said, this dude is terrible. But anyway, we're going to end the night on a positive note because we're going to stop talking about this dude. Because to me, he's the worst dude. He's the worst dude that ever walked the planet. Because you got him and Elon are probably the worst two dudes that ever walked the planet.
And you know what? The crazy thing is, the people who buy Elon Musk cars are not Republicans. Because Republicans don't even believe in climate change. No, so they're not buying his cars.
They believe in drilling, fucking up the kind of
drill, baby, drill. That's they
cut these trees down. We don't need them motherfuckers. What about the Nevada, Utah shit?
What about that?
The HUD, the black dude that run HUD wants to do living, like people since people don't have nowhere to live. I said, who the fuck wants to live in the middle of Utah or Nevada?
Right. Not me.
Housing. Shut your ass up.
First of all, every time Trump is in office, come on. Every time he's in office, he put a nigga in charge of HUD. Every time he's in office.
What was the last clown that would have Ben Carson?
Ben Carson.
He was a clown too.
Another intelligent idiot.
He should have been kept his mouth as a surgeon and left it at that because he damn sure made himself look like a fool.
An intelligent idiot. They pulled funding from Johns Hopkins too.
Yeah, 2,000 workers.
Yeah.
University of Maryland got hit too.
Damn.
Downtown, I got hit.
Anyway, on a lighter note, baseball season's back in.
That means it's close to the football season.
No, that just means it's baseball season.
That
We
means-
can't skip over baseball. Look, I like football just as much as the next person, but baseball season's in. I like baseball. The 15th, if you have a jersey, wear it. It's Jackie Robinson Day. I hope they don't get rid of that shit because you know this motherfucker taking every damn thing. Jackie Robinson Day. So definitely wear your 42. Get a shirt, get a jersey, because that man changed
I'm
the whole
making
game.
one.
You making one? I can see that. Yeah. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. I bought
Go
mine.
get me two black shirts, black tees from Target. Get it done up.
But yeah, like I know we hit on Donald Trump every week.
But we gonna cut it less in the segment.
Yeah, we gonna
move
leave
in other
him
things.
where the hell he is, because you know.
But we got to talk about it because people out here just believing anything that's put out there and they just running with it. So we gotta say research. Do your own research.
Yeah, figure it all out. I mean, read that shit up, you know, and we'll be back next week. We're gonna be talking more shit. We're gonna make some lighter shit, though. We're gonna talk some lighter stuff because I'm tired of the serious with asshole and the idiot. So we're gonna talk about stuff like we talked about earlier. You know, I found out what a pooch icy was today, so I didn't know.
The YNs wear the pooch ices.
I knew the YNs were
with
the
the sagging
shiesties.
pants.
I didn't know it was called the pooch icy or why it was called the pooch icy. So here's the I'm gonna go ahead and drink my drink, smoke the rest of my cigar, and I'm gonna see y'all next Monday. Tuesday, if you have access, catch us on the L Spot. Wednesday, catch me and my co-host on Love, Sex, and Society. I keep wanting to call it the threesome show, but it's not that anymore. Love, Sex, and Society.
Yeah, you know that's something technically not mine, but with it.
We're gonna talk about love, sex, and society.
Yeah. So
So catch us there. And
on the L Spot, we on a lighter. We don't weigh lighter.
Way
Usually
lighter.
the ladies end up taking over, and we just sit there just holding the batons. And, you know, it depends on what the topic is. It gets funny.
So catch us on the L Spot. Catch us on Love, Sex, and Society. And as always, tune in and catch us on Mondays. Be easy, folks.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.